program, those that are here in person, those that are watching by TV or internet. I pray that the word of Yahweh will be a blessing to you, those who are listening to it and receiving it. For those who are not, or who listen to it and not receive it, I pray that you will at some point listen and go back and check Yahweh's Bible and see what Yahweh has said to you, and that you will gravitate to it.
Yes.
So you can be the steward that He called you to be. In Yeshua's name. I understand that people are watching it, and this is what we are on TV for praise. Yahweh and that. And prayerfully is being received. Yeah. Those who are receiving it, thank Yahweh for them. Those who have not received it but looked at it, they will receive it. I prayerfully and they seek diligently. So I pray for them as well. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
We're still on the topic from last week, especially on that prophet as Moshe said Yahweh would raise up elect into him. Reading almost scripture last week. I think we left off last week in Yahshua, Isaiah chapter 53.
Go there.
And yeah, real briefly, may not read the whole thing, but 53, Yahshua 53. I'm trying to find, well, I didn't say we're trying to find. We have found.
Yes.
Who is Moshe was talking about.
That's right.
We always use the lesson of those who haven't found the prophet Moshe was talking about, that they can find or the Savior.
Yes.
Yeah, when people use the thing, you insert something. Yes, I inserted because somebody disinserted it, right?
That's right.
Who else it could be? I mean, I know it's not Yahweh. By His stripes, I'll just read it. By His stripes, I'm healed, right?
Yes.
Whose stripes?
Yahshua's stripes.
I insert Yeshua.
That's right.
The healer.
That's right.
Yahweh Rapha.
Yahweh Rapha.
Okay.
Break it down.
So, we are dealing with this scripture, and here, I believe I want to just read one. I'll start at verse 1:53 and read.
Who hath believed our report? And to whom is the arm of Yahweh revealed?
To those who believe.
Yes.
That's right. Praise God. The entire book, okay?
Yes.
Not bits and parts. Everything, even though you don't understand it, you got to believe it, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I read things, I see it, I may not understand it, but Yahweh told me if I lack understanding, what?
Ask Him.
Praise
And He
God.
will clear it up for me, right?
Right. Right.
And we know that He cannot lie, right?
That's right.
Verse 2 says,
For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He hath no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him.
so again, this description from all intents and purposes don't apply to David, because they said David was a
Handsome.
man,
Yes,
right?
they did. Right.
All right, so we know that's not talking about him. Read.
He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not.
He was despised, and we esteemed him not. He was rejected. Part of this here can apply to David, but not all of it.
No.
Verse, what's the next verse?
4.
And it reads,
Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Elohim, and afflicted.
so, David wasn't afflicted and stricken. But
No,
you,
no, he wasn't.
So
No.
it's talking about the one that Moshe was talking about, right?
That's right, the
It's
prophet.
talking about the one Yisrael is talking about.
The
But
prophet.
you got to find who he is, right?
Yes.
So we You know, there's certain characteristics this man had to have, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Uh-huh.
But here it's telling us these things here. So it's kind of like, you know, we read some scriptures and everything that we read is true. So I'm going to read the scriptures that people who don't believe the Messiah, they'll read 3 of them. Because they're all speaking about the same time. I'm going to go to Hosea chapter 3. Chapter 3. They think it's a socceroo to those who believe in the Messiah. Okay?
Watch out now.
Ain't no socceroo to Yahweh's prophet.
Not when you got the key, praise Yahweh.
So 3 and 5. And it reads.
Afterward shall the children of Yisrael return, and seek Yahweh their Elohim, and David their Malach, and shall fear Yahweh and his goodness in the latter yom.
So people say, okay, you see, that means David is going to be the king. I never said that David is not going to be the king, but he's not going to be the king.
King of kings. That's right.
No, he's not.
He's
No,
going to be king under Yahshua.
that's right.
Right.
The under king.
So they can know.
Okay?
Yeah.
So Jeremiah 30.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 30.
The under king,
Same
huh?
account. Pretty much.
These
And 9.
people so they can know.
Praise Yahweh.
And it reads.
But they shall serve Yahweh their Elohim, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
Now, I could insert here that this is Yahshua.
That's right.
Okay?
Insert on, brother.
Because Yahshua did all the speaking in the Old Testament. Despite
Yes, he
some of
did.
the people
Uh-huh.
thinking that it was the old man.
That's right.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
But this
That's
was
the people
Yahshua.
know.
But here, there's another one of the scriptures they think you got some. But look at, this is the third one dealing with this in YAHWH and Ezekiel 34. So, if we don't get it from here, we probably never will get it.
Close your mind. Open up your mind.
Praise our Yahweh.
Yeah.
Praise him.
Clear here, clear there, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of like going to
Optometrist, yeah.
Checking your eyes, they say, is it clear here or is it clear there?
Uh-huh.
Let's see, is YAHWH clearing up what we just read. Let's read verse 23 of 34 of YAHWH. And it reads.
And I will set up one shepherd over them, and he shall feed them. My servant David, he shall feed them, and he shall be their shepherd. And I, Yahweh, will be their Elohim, and my servant David, a prince among them.
A prince.
Hey, friend.
A prince.
What does that mean? What is a?
More than one.
One. He's one. He'll be one.
Of many.
Many, right?
Yep.
What is that? All you college people out there, what is a?
It's a preposition.
It's a proposition, right?
Yep.
Huh?
It's a qualifier. Yes, it is.
Is a proposition?
Preposition. That's right.
Preposition, a
Prep.
proposition, a preposition.
We feel you, brother.
And
We know.
you
We
feel
know.
me? If you know that I
That's
said
right.
something wrong, then you were smart enough to know what I was trying to say.
There you go.
Right?
That's right. Should be.
All right.
Right.
Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
So it's a proposition, a preposition.
Yeah.
A print.
Uh-huh.
Or a nasi.
Right. Yeah.
Or many. Because I plan on being one too.
One of many. That's right.
And he told us that, but if you have not read that, then you don't read that other third of the Bible, then you don't see it. I am called a prince.
Yes. Uh-huh.
You are called a prince.
Praise Yahweh.
Tell the truth and
But
shame
anyway,
Hasatan.
This should clarify what we just read those other two verses.
Mhm.
It should open up your eyes, or even give you the ability to start thinking. Okay,
That's right. Open up your mind.
What
Yeah.
do it mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is this a?
A
So what
prince.
does a
That's
not
right.
see?
He didn't say the prince. He said a prince.
A prince. So we want to know. in Daniel chapter 8, and verse 25 and 26. Talking about Nasi of Nasi.
Uh-huh.
Yahweh is not that person, is he?
Not.
No, he's not.
Well, he may be to somebody, but he's not that to us.
No,
Those who
right.
They have to be persuaded by their own what?
Mind.
Mind.
Should be persuaded by the truth.
By the mind that they let Yahweh, the mind that Yahweh gave them, that they can see it.
Praise Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
Okay. Here in Daniel chapter 8, we're going to start at verse 25. And it reads,
And through his policy also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. Daniel 8:25.
okay. No.
That's
I'm
it.
sorry, 9:25.
Okay. You got the Prince of Princes
Well,
in there
problem.
too. Okay, 9:25.
Yeah.
Know therefore, and being, that from the going forth of HaMishpah to restore and to build Jerusalem until Mashiach HaNasir shall be 7 weeks, and 62 weeks the street shall be built again, and the wall even in troublous times.
Yeah.
And after 62 weeks shall Mashiach be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of HaNasir that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. And the end thereof shall be with a flood, and to the end of the war desolations are determined.
So this is a scripture to tell you about how when the Messiah want to come. So this is past David's time, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, Yahweh
So-
said in second.
It's telling us something here that we need to know that this prince was going to do.
Say the prince, huh?
So, the prince.
Mashiach, Messiah,
The prince.
Messiah,
Not a prince,
That's
but
right.
the
the
prince,
One.
the Messiah, the prince.
He is the prince.
That's it.
And we have to realize that he's a prince. We have to realize that the man that Moshe and Yahshua was talking, and Ezekiel was talking about, we could get healed
Yes,
by him. Right?
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
couldn't get healed by David because David
No.
couldn't heal himself, right?
that's right.
Is that clear? David
That's
was
clear.
sick. Could he heal himself?
Couldn't.
Good.
No.
So, why would I wait on David? If David can't heal me, David can't save me, why would I wait on him? It's not to be belittling those people, but it's to have an understanding. That's right.
Yeah,
That you're waiting on the wrong person, right?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just like the people that waiting on Jesus, they're waiting on the wrong person.
yeah.
I'm waiting on the Messiah.
Right,
Uh-huh.
right, praise
Yahshua
Yahweh.
Mashiach, the Messiah.
Yes, the one.
Yes.
The bond of Yahweh.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
The one that he said is his bond.
Yeah.
Yahweh is his bond, I'm his bond, but I'm not the bond.
Mm-mm.
Right.
I'm
Yahweh
not the only
said,
begotten
no,
Right.
no,
of the Father.
that's right.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yahweh.
I hope that we can see this.
Yes.
But we got to know that he's the Prince of Prince, not just a prince.
Mm-mm. The prince.
We got to know that he was stricken. We know that David wasn't stricken.
No. The prince and the Messiah. Yeah.
So when we get that in our brains, we can move forward.
Mm-hmm.
He was anointed of
Elion. That's right.
Elion.
Speak that Hebrew.
Okay? David was anointed by Shemiel. Right?
Yes. Right.
But Yahshua, the prophet Yahshua,
Uh-huh.
was anointed by his Abba.
That's right.
Praise Yahweh, the
No,
Most High.
the Most High. That's
Personally.
right. The Most High. Yeah.
Through his Ruach Kadah.
Yeah.
Abba was anointed by Shemiel.
Uh-huh.
Even though he was a man of Yahweh, he could be almost like, but I'm talking about like a personal
That's
You get
right.
my personal autograph.
That's right.
And I give it to you personally. You can get my
For him.
autograph that I already signed before.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
But it won't
And
be
not
like,
see me.
You got
Yeah.
it in person, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Yahweh in personally gives it to
Personally.
him, right?
Right.
Personally.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna be going around. So in Proverbs, this is something I want those people to answer me. In Proverbs chapter 8.
Okay.
This is something that's claiming to have some power here.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't mention Yahweh, but it claims to have some power.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 8 of Proverbs and verse 1. And it reads,
Doth not Kokma cry, and being put forth her voice?
so here someone is given Yahweh's wisdom and knowledge, wisdom and being agenda, right?
That's right.
It says, do not Kokma cry, and being put forth her voice. She stand in the top of the high place by the way, in the places of the path. She cried at the gate, at the entrance of the city, at the coming in, at the doors. Unto you, O man, I cry, and my voice is to the bonds of men. O you simple being Kokma, and you fools, be you of a being mind. Somebody, this is not Yahweh, right? It don't say Yahweh because people always, I'm waiting for Yahweh to say something. This is saying something and it ain't Yahweh, right?
Right.
Huh?
Right. That's true.
But it's a part of him,
Yes,
but
it
it's
is.
not him.
Right.
This is what
It is.
Shalomo asked for, what?
Okay,
Kokma.
okay.
He asked
Praise
for
Yahweh.
wisdom.
Yeah.
He asked for
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Yeah.
He got a part of Yahweh
Yeah.
when he got the Kokma of Yahweh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you simple. Understand being, and you fools, be ye of a being mind.
Lame. Mm-hmm.
Shema, for I will speak of excellent things, and at the open of my lip shall be right things, or Yahmain things.
That's right.
Okay? So this person is speaking, or this entity, which is a part of Yahweh, is
That's
speaking, right?
Yeah.
Praise
Speaking
Yahweh.
that it has some authority.
That's
And
right.
it's not David.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know where it came from.
Yeah.
It says, for my mouth shall speak image, and wickedness is what? An abomination unto my lips.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know what Yahweh knows.
He
Yeah.
never spoke no abomination thing. He never did nothing that was abomination to Yahweh.
Right.
When David had a man killed, he did abomination,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely abomination.
So this can't be talking about him. So this thing was going to grow up, this prophet was going to grow up, he wasn't going to rule a brief or reef or nothing, right?
That's
Right, right.
How many people that David killed? They were singing a song and made Shaul mad.
Yeah.
There's tens of thousands.
Many
Yeah.
soldiers, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got to understand this. If you don't get nothing else, you got to understand that David is not the Savior.
Yes.
Yahweh promised us a Savior.
He did.
Moshe was their Savior. He saved them out of Israel through Yahweh's strength.
That's right.
Yeah.
Correct,
That's
right?
Right.
Yahweh's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
That's right through him.
All right, where I stop it?
You stopped at, you read 6.
Okay. Verse 7 says,
For my mouth, no, I'm sorry, you read 7 too.
yeah, read 7 now. Read it.
For my mouth shall speak Emeth, and Rasha is an abomination to my lips.
Mm-hmm.
All the dabar of my mouth are inside a ka. There is nothing froward or perverse in them.
Mm-hmm.
They are all plain to him that being, and Yahmain to them that find Yahder.
So they claim to people that had a Ruach HaKodesh.
That's right. The
They
power.
claim to you.
The Power.
Yahweh does not want you to be in ignorance. He does not
doesn't.
want you to
That's
know
right,
what he's
praise
talking
Yahweh.
about.
Right.
He wants you to know
He
what
wants you to
He
know.
wants you to know.
He does. Yep.
Because if you don't know, then they're not plain to you. So you know, you're supposed to know everything because you what? If we look at the New
People.
Testament, it said these things were given for you to know.
The mysteries of the kingdom. That's right. Given to his people to know.
Given to his people to know.
That's
Only
right.
you don't know it because you reject him, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is kind of still in search, it is still in search for that prophet that Moshe and all the rest of them said here. This is Proverbs, this is David's son, we say.
That's right. You
It's
know it.
traditional, they say that this is a proverb of David's son, Shalom. So traditionally, every book I read has a title. And I wasn't there when they gave the title. I don't know if Moshe wrote Genesis and Deuteronomy or not. But traditionally, got this, they assign that to him, right?
Yes.
Okay? So, but I believe it.
That's right. We
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
Okay, and then read.
Receive my musar and not silver, and yadair rather than choice gold.
So they're telling us to do what? To receive something.
Receive it.
my
Receive
it.
instruction of Muzah
Right. Uh-huh.
and not silver. And Yahweh, knowledge, rather than choice gold, right?
Right.
He said, for Kokma is better than what?
Rubies.
Rubies.
Yes, it is.
And
All the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
so it is saying something here, right?
Right.
It.
It's making those promises, which is wisdom, saying this is what I got. I got the authority to do this. It said, I have the authority to do this. David ain't made no claims like that.
No.
Huh?
Right.
David making any claims like that?
Oh, no.
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 That was verse 8.
Oh, that was 11.
Oh, I went past where I was, but that's okay. Go to 14, skip to 14. There's something else that David didn't have. But verse 13 is something that a lot of us need to understand. It says, the realms of Yahweh is to Shanay, rock, pride and arrogancy, and the raw weight, and the forward mouth do I what? Shanay.
Yeah. 8.
He hate. So when we got that, and got this arrogance, and we got this pride, and we don't want to get away from it, you better know that Yahweh don't like it.
That's right.
Right.
Praise Yahweh.
We're on his
Right.
blacklist.
Watch verse 14,
Chapter 14.
no, 8 and 14.
Oh.
And read.
YAHH is mine, and sound Kokma. I am being. I have Koach.
I have Koach. So here he's saying this is the same thing. When we start out, who was it? Wisdom saying this?
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So it must be a part of Yahweh. saying
Wisdom and
it.
understanding.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But even if he doesn't say, anytime a prophet saying something, when we read from the book, when you hear the prophet saying something, even if you don't see Yahweh's name there,
It's from Yahweh.
from
Hey, he's speaking
from
through his
Yahweh.
Ruach.
Yahweh.
You have
Right.
to hear Yahweh's name. When you read the word of Yahweh to somebody, they hear Yahweh speaking.
That's
That's
right.
right, because you're saying what Yahweh said. Yeah, that's the Ruach. Yep.
But he said, I have Koach. I have strength.
Yes.
Read.
By me, kings reign.
So now he said, by me. So I got strength. I got authority by me.
That's right.
King rule.
Yeah.
By me, kings rule. Not by David, but
No.
by this person
Yes.
that they gave a personal name, but it's talking about wisdom.
Wisdom and
Yahweh
understanding. That's right.
said, by me, Malik rule.
Right.
And Narsi decree what?
Justice.
Or righteousness. By who? Wisdom.
Yep.
Yahweh.
By Yahweh.
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 Yahweh and Kokma.
That's right.
He
Praise
formed the
Yahweh.
world, right?
That's
Yahweh.
right. Yep.
Nothing but Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to put him in a box.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Praise.
Hallelujah.
verse 17, I believe.
16.
16.
By me, Nasir ruled, and nobles, even all the judges of Haaret.
All the judges of the earth. So that includes David. Is that right?
That's right.
That's right. That's Yahweh talking.
Read.
I have them that I have me, and those that seek me early shall find me.
You're going to find him. If you have
You're
him,
looking for him, you're going to
seek
find
him, you're
him.
going to find him.
He's going to show
You're going to
himself.
find. So
Yes,
I want you to know that Yahshua function in all these
Yes,
passages
yes.
he's talking about. He's the Kokma of Yahweh. He's
Glory
the
to
King of
Yahweh. That's right.
He's the Kavod of Yahweh. He's
Yes,
the
he
glory
is.
of Yahweh.
He is.
Okay? He's all these things.
All in
David
all,
is none
all
of these
in all,
things.
praise
Okay?
Yahweh.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep harping on it, but you got to know that David don't have none of these characteristics.
Doesn't that fit?
And read.
Riches and honor are with me, yea, durable riches and sadaqah.
So this is wisdom is saying this. This is not David saying this.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
This is the one that I believe, and I think a lot of other people believe. He's talking about Yahshua.
Praise
is.
Yahweh.
It
Yes,
is.
it is.
That's right.
Yes, it is. No
Yeah.
doubt.
Yep.
Because he's the wisdom of Yahweh.
He
he's
is.
the Ruach of Yahweh.
Yep.
He's all those things. He's functioning in those capacities.
That's right.
He does.
We read about all these gifts that we have, but it comes from one spirit.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Teach it so that people can know.
Yeah.
So in the beginning when it said, in the beginning in Bereshit, Bereshit,
Yep.
where it said Yahweh did what? And the spirit of
The
Yahweh
Ruach
did what?
moved.
Hovered over the,
Oh,
Yeah.
there.
over the face of the deep.
Yep. Yep.
And what happened?
He said, "Let there be light."
And he said something, and that spirit did it, and there was something, right?
Spoken.
The power
That's
manifested.
Right, he
The
spoke.
power manifested. That's right.
Ruach
So-
did it.
Yeah.
It wasn't Yahweh doing it, it was one of his agents.
That's right.
Uh huh.
Praise
So
Yahweh.
we
power.
have to know that we can't just stop and just think
That's
that,
right.
okay, this is it.
That's right.
So you can
Teach
say
it.
that was the part of the breath of Yahweh doing this.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. The work.
Hallelujah.
The
Praise
workmanship.
Yahweh. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Praise Yahweh. And it
Hallelujah. My fruit is better than gold,
reads,
yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver.
So everything that he got is what? Better, better, better,
Yes,
better,
it is.
right?
The best. The best.
The
Nothing
best.
like it.
I wasn't going to skip what you might want to read on there.
I lead in the way of Sadaqah, in the midst of the paths of judgment, that I may cause those that I have me to inherit substance, and I will fill their treasures.
So it's not talking about the Father, this is talking about wisdom,
You're sure?
which would be Yahshua.
Praise
Yahshua is the
Yahweh.
wisdom of Yahweh. Yahshua is the Kavod of Yahweh, the
Yes,
glory
he
of
is.
Yahweh. Yahshua is the light of Yahweh.
Yes, it is. All that.
And this next verse should verify. Verse 22.
Yahweh possessed me in Habereshith of his way, before his works of old.
So this is not talking about
Praise
David.
Yahweh.
Nope.
Is this talking about David?
No.
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 David there at the beginning?
No, he wasn't.
No.
No way.
So listen to
Was
what
not.
this person is going to say. Read.
I was set up from everlasting, from Habereshith, or ever Haaret was.
He was there
Praise
before
Yahweh.
anything,
Yeah,
right?
praise
So when we
Yahweh.
read about it when it said he was slain before the foundation of the world,
Right.
we can line it up right here, right?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right there.
He said, I was from everlasting.
From everlasting.
But I'm not some Johnny come late person.
No.
I was here when Yahweh was doing all these things. Read on.
Right.
Right?
When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains abounding with Mayim.
Yeah.
Before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth.
Before the hills were I.
Ah.
Brought
Not
forth.
David.
That's right.
So, this is the one that we are talking about, that Moshe was talking about.
That's right.
Yep.
But here he's talking and letting us know what he did.
Yes.
Read.
Yahweh.
while as yet he had not made Haaretz, nor the fields, nor the highest part of the dust of the world. When he prepared Hashemayim, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth, when he established the clouds above, when he strengthened the fountains of the deep, when he gave to the sea his decree that the Mayim should not pass his mishpah, when he appointed the foundations of Haaretz, then I was by him as one brought up with him, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him.
Rejoicing always before him. Always before him. Always.
Always. Wait, no David.
Always before him.
Uh-huh.
So he said, you need to hear me what I'm trying to skip to get some more of it. Skip down to verse 33. But you can read this entire book and you can see that it's talking about
Somebody else.
talking about somebody else.
Yeah.
Talking about somebody that lines up with the prophet that God, that Moshe and all the rest of the prophets is talking about. And it reads,
Hear instruction and be kokmah, and refuse it not.
don't refuse it.
That's
Read.
right.
Barak is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors.
It's not the Father talking.
No, it's not.
It's the one that was with the Father.
That's right.
Yahshua.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Favor.
Uh-huh.
Read on.
For whoso findeth me, findeth Kai, and shall obtain favor of Yahweh.
So if you find him, you're going to do what? Find favor.
That's
Favor
right.
of his honor.
Get favor
All right.
from the Father.
Verse 36.
But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own nefesh. All that sonay me, I have muth.
So all that don't like him, going what? Move. They're going to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just the first death, but the
Second death.
Jack.
Ooh-wee.
After that,
Yep.
But it behooves me, I don't see nowhere in the account of David where he has life.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just praying that this is going to get through. But I'm going to stay in Proverbs system here. So this guy in Proverbs chapter 30 asked a question. Just like we all should be asking when we don't know.
Okay, that's right.
This man said he was a little stupid, so but he asked the question anyway. In chapter 30 and verse 2. And it reads,
Surely I am more brutish than any man, and have not habeen of a man. I neither learned kokmah, nor have hayader of Hakadesh. Who hath ascended up into Shemayim, or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fists? Who hath bound the Mayim in a garment? Who has established all the ends of Haaretz? What is his name? And what is his son's name? If thou canst tell.
so here's somebody saying, what is his son?
Yahweh got a son. Wait a
What is his
minute.
bond's name?
Yahweh got a
Well, everybody
son.
knows
Hallelujah.
David's son,
Right.
right?
Supposedly, no.
It was Shlomo, right?
Yeah.
Here this man saying, what is this man's name?
Right.
That's right.
Well, he's really referring to Yahweh.
Well,
What is
said
his
That's
son?
right.
That's right.
If you can tell.
Ascended
Well,
and
you
descended.
can't tell if you don't have the Ruach HaKodesh.
No, you
Praise
can't.
Yahweh.
No, you
tell
can't.
If you block Yahweh's
Can't see it. That's right. That's right.
avenue into your
Yes.
mind.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But people have blocked that, they have stopped it. So this
Yes,
man is
they have.
saying, who is it? Can you tell me?
Yeah.
In other words, he acknowledging that this man has a son.
That's right. That's it. Right there. Yeah.
He is acknowledging that Yahweh has a son. I should say.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell me? And he goes on to say, every word of Yahweh is pure. Yahweh is a shield unto him, to them that put their batai in him. If you put your batai in him, he's your shield.
Yes,
Right?
he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yes, he
If you
is.
trust
Don't
him.
repeat that.
What we read is pure, because it just established
Yes,
in
it
verse
is.
5 that it's pure.
Uh-huh.
Word is pure.
No
Uh-huh.
error.
None.
We read earlier where he said, I open my mouth, and there's no lie in my lips, right?
No.
That's right. Praise
no.
Yahweh.
No
No.
lies in his lips.
No.
If he lies in my lips, but ain't no lies
Right.
in his lips.
That's
Right.
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 Okay? So we want to get that established very well.
Right? Not a
And
man
we
that
got all
lie.
these things, and we are not getting them out, and the people are not seeing it. I told you to go to 825 one time, right? And then I did 925. Go to 825 now. It was good. I forgot I had it down there, but I wanted it last one.
Okay, so now go to 825
Going back
Proverbs.
to
825. Okay.
Daniel 825.
Oh, Daniel 825.
Going back to Brother Daniel. See what else he's saying here.
Now you going back to that?
Daniel, that's right.
Yeah,
Old
right.
man bond.
Daniel got something to say about this.
That's right.
This person.
Right.
Or person.
Now you get it right.
We're going to start at verse 25. When I told her to start beginning, then I said,
Praise Yahweh, all is
All
told.
right,
All
let's read
is
it.
Father told.
And through his policy also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his lave, and by shalom shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against Ha-Nasir of Nasir, but he shall be broken without hand.
So they're talking about Satan here.
Yeah.
The
That's
first
right.
part is talking about Satan, right?
Keep
Uh-huh.
people can know.
Yeah.
That's
The
right.
second part is talking about who?
Yahshua,
The Prince of
Prince
what?
of Princes.
Prince of Princes.
That's
He's
right.
Prince.
The
That's
Prince.
Yahshua. He's the Prince of
That's
Princes.
right.
That's right.
David never had that title.
Never. Never will.
But he shall be broken without hand. This is talking about Satan. He's going
Yeah,
to be
go
broken.
break them up.
Just like when you see in Daniel, I think it's 244, where he said, when you see the stone was cut out
Without hands.
Yeah.
smash that image.
Say on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Praise
Yes.
Yahweh, teach it.
Without
I
hand.
can link this up.
Watch
Yeah,
out,
praise
Yahweh.
Yeah.
Yahweh is all right.
Yahweh can link it up.
He
gives you
can.
the ability to
Praise
link it up.
Yahweh.
So
Thank
we
you,
can
Father.
understand what he's talking about.
He
But
revealed it
it's
to you.
making us know that this Nasir of Nasir
That's right.
is the one that we should be waiting on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yahshua.
Yeah.
He is.
He is.
And the vision is sure.
Yes,
As
it is.
Daniel will say in verse 26. And it reads,
And the vision of the evening and the morning which was told is true. Wherefore shut thou up the vision, for it shall be for many yams.
so we're in them many yams now. It's opening up. You got to stop trying to keep the door shut.
That's
You
right.
got to let
Right.
it out.
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Get that veil off your mind.
That's right.
You got to let it out. You can't keep on holding it in.
No.
I said the guy in the park, well, what I don't know about the Bible, I don't need to know. So that was a fool, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Straight
So a
up.
lot of things, I know
Straight
you don't know
up.
everything in here.
Right.
That's right.
Nobody knows everything in
That's
here
right.
but the one that
That's right.
orchestrated
Dictated
it.
it.
That's right?
Right.
He the one knows everything.
Right.
We don't know everything. We know
Uh-huh.
in part. We learn it in part. But we have confirmation that Yahweh is, and his son Yahshua is the prince that he sent.
That's
to
right.
save us, that he
Praise
is our
Yeah.
salvation.
That's right.
And I don't have no problem saying it.
No.
That's right. Just say
No.
Yahweh.
Yahweh don't have no problem
Stand
saying it.
Yahweh.
Yep.
Because he said there's life. I'm life.
That's right.
That's
People
what
say,
he
where
is.
am I going to go? You got the word of
Eternal life.
Praise
Right.
Yahweh. Yes, we do.
That's right.
God
Yeah.
ain't never promised us nothing. So why would I wait on somebody in promise? I ain't gonna wait on Yirmiyah, Ezekiel, none of them.
That's
They don't
right.
promise me no eternal life.
Uh-uh.
They promise me about somebody tell them.
That's right.
Saying
Someone
us that
come,
we have
someone
eternal
Right.
life. Be obeying, right?
Right.
They saying,
Man, well, wait
Why would
on.
I want to wait on somebody that can't promise me eternal life?
Yeah. Man, we'll wait on Muhammad, huh?
Yeah.
Allah, Buddha.
Anybody.
Yeah.
None of them promise eternal life.
No.
You live this life out and that's all. Okay?
You suffer, you come back again.
Or you might have 70 virgins. Well, what can I do with 70 virgins when I'm dead? Nothing.
Yeah.
If you don't give me 70 virgins, give them to me while I'm alive.
I'm saying, right.
All right?
Just to blown up somebody. Yeah.
But you can't give them to me now. And way back, well, you could have them.
Right. Yeah.
Praise our
In
God.
your carnality, huh?
Yeah, when I was living in that.
Before Yahweh.
And I
Uh-huh.
want to show you a parallel like what we read about those three 3 verses I read about the prince, let's look at in Nehemiah where you see where people strive things to people and then people become, especially people that don't want to do what Yahweh says.
Okay.
They want to use this to make them be
Right.
Here,
That's right. Say it.
in Mykayah chapter 8 and verse 1, we want to see something. So when we read it, it's in the book, but is it the way that it was supposed to be in the book?
Okay.
So let's read chapter 8 and verse 1. And it reads,
And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before Hayim gate. And they spake unto Ezra the scribe to bring the book of HaTorah of Moshe, which Yahweh had mishpah to Yisrael.
but most people overlook the last part.
That's right.
That's why you got all the people going around Moshe's law, that's the Mosaic law, because they didn't read the last part of this verse, right?
Right.
The last part says, which Yahweh has commanded the Sabbath Israel by Moshe. But we skip down again in the same verse and skip down to verse, chapter, skip down to verse 13 and 14. And it reads,
And on the second Yom were gathered together the chief of Ha'abba of all the people, HaKohen and HaLevite, unto Ezra the scribe, even to Bin Hadabar of HaTorah. And they found written in HaTorah, which Yahweh had Savah by Moshe, that the children of Israel should dwell in booths in the feast of the 7th month.
so, give you English here, okay? And I know the English too, but I want you to get it. Say, even to understand the Daba of the law.
Okay.
And they found written in the law which Yahweh had Savah Moshe, that the children or the bonds, B-A-N, of Israel should dwell in booths in the feast of the 7th month. But it strides along to Moshe in the beginning, right? Now, even though it clarified for the people that don't want to keep the law, they only see it was the law of Moshe, right?
Yes.
So when people want to keep something, that's all they're going to see. And I think it's Proverbs 14 and 7 where it says, hey, when you see that there's no copra in them, leave them alone.
No wisdom, no wisdom. Right. Yeah.
Wind up, you become beanie and you wind up in Latino with them.
The mental institution, huh?
Yeah, you lose your mind.
And they found written in the law, which Yahweh had Savah by Moshe. By Moshe. Not Moshe law.
No.
By Moshe.
Just use Moshe.
Children of Israel should dwell in booths in the feast of the 7th month. But people will still say, we don't have to do that. That's under the Mosaic law. All the things that Moshe has saved them or commanded them, he was commanded to do it by Yahweh, right?
From Yahweh,
That's right.
From Yahweh to
Yeah.
Moshe.
Yeah.
So this branch that we're looking for is not Yahweh.
That's right.
I don't want you to feel bad about it. Be happy.
Right.
That you
That you
found
found
out.
out.
That you ain't the branch.
Right.
It's
Right.
not the branch that we read about all last week, right?
Right.
And all of you watched the program last week, I hope you enjoyed it and you were enlightened by it. But he's not the branch. Yahweh is not the branch.
No, he's
We've
not.
seen it over and over and over that he wasn't the branch. The one we were talking about, he was supposed to be like what? Melchizedek.
That's right.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Let's look at it in Genesis,
Okay.
chapter 14.
Okay.
How's my time going?
15 minutes. You got 15 minutes.
Oh, I got it. 15 minutes. Well, let's just look at this one.
Okay.
Genesis 14 and 18.
That's all right. Yeah.
Praise Yahweh, praise Yahweh.
Uh-huh.
All told.
That's right.
I said 14 and 8. And it reads,
And Melchizedek, Malek of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was Hakohen of El Elyon.
Amen. So he was what?
The priest of El Elyon.
Yeah.
He was it.
We know that in Psalm 110, verse 4 says the same thing.
Let's go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably just mentioned a lot of, there ain't no coincidence in the word.
It's
of
not.
God.
It's on purpose. That's right.
No coincidence.
Divine appointments.
No coincidence. 110 and verse 4 says,
Yahweh have sworn and will not repent. Thou art a Kohen forever after the order of Melchizedek.
who is he talking about?
Huh. Yahshua.
You know that because chapter 1 says, we know they said, the Lord said unto my Lord, since our ancestors decided not to use his name Yahweh, the Lord come from Yahweh or from Adonai, which Adonai was substituted for Yahweh. So how would I read it? And Yahweh said unto my Yahweh, set thou at my right hand, that I make thy enemy thy footstool.
Yeah, who is that?
This is what David is saying.
That's right.
No,
David is saying
oh,
this.
David is saying this.
David is saying
He's
this.
not talking about himself. That's
So,
right.
It's not no coincidence. You can read it in Matthew 22, verse 41 to 46. Go write it down. I'm not going at it. I may use these scriptures next week.
Yeah.
To go just use all the New Testament scriptures next week. But I'm just
Praise
making
Yahweh.
some.
Praise
Right.
Mark, the 12th chapter, talk about the same thing. Luke 20 talks about the same thing. Acts 2 talks about some of these things, the same thing. Corinthians 15 talks about these things. Hebrew talks about these things. Yes, I know who the author of Hebrew, Shaul,
Okay.
better known as Paul.
Yeah.
Praise Yahweh.
Traditionally attributed to Shaul being the writer of the book of Hebrew, because Hebrew talks a whole lot about the sacrifices of in the Torah, right?
Praise
Yes.
Yahweh.
About all
Right.
the sacrifices.
Right.
Yes, I do know.
Right.
Who is assigned to being written. We know, like Yahweh, we contribute him to being the writer of Jeremiah, but we see that he had somebody writing for him, right?
Yeah.
Right. Baruch.
Baruch.
Yeah.
So, Shaul didn't write, probably none of them, but he had somebody write them for him.
That's
We're
right.
told that Luke was writing for Shaul.
Right.
But anyway,
Oh.
we're seeing these things here. These are no coincidence when we go
They're not.
to what we just read in verse 1 of Psalms, and you go to Matthew 22, 41 to 46, you see the same thing. You go to Mark 12, 35, 37, you see the same thing.
Yeah.
You go to Luke 20, 41 to 44, you see the same thing. You go to Acts 2, 34 and 36, you see the same thing. Can't be that many coincidences.
That's
in the
right.
Bible. And then there's no coincidence in the word of Yahweh, right?
It's not.
It's not.
No coincidence.
Wake
No.
up them New Testament
No.
believers.
And then when we just read about, and we read in the 4th verse of that boy we had about Melchizedek, when you go to Hebrews, we get the same thing.
Praise Yahweh.
So it's no coincidence. When we go to Hebrews 5:6, Hebrews 6:20, Hebrews 7:1, we talk about that same Melchizedek.
Yahweh wants us to get it.
Now, they wasn't made a high priest after the order of Melchizedek.
No.
Who was it?
Yahshua.
Yahshua. The Son of Yahweh.
The one that he said, "Sit on my right hand till I make the."
That's right.
Praise Yahweh.
That's right. Yeah. And David, you got 10 minutes now.
Yeah, okay. I can read some more. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hey. All right, then we'll read some of these things. I just read it. Let's look at Hebrews chapter 5. We got time. Praise Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
Chapter 5 and verse 6. So, this, again, I'm using Johnny Cartoon or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
If this don't fit, you must get rid.
That's right.
If it don't fit, David, get rid.
That's right. Get another glove.
Right. That glove will be Yahshua.
That's right. Hallelujah.
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 Hebrews chapter 5 verse 6 says,
And he saith also in another place, Thou art a Kohen forever, after the order of Melchizedek.
in another place,
Yeah, we just read it.
did we just read in another place? What it says?
Psalms 110. That's right.
So, it says in another place,
Yeah.
so it will take you back to Psalm 110 and verse 4. Huh?
That's right.
Praise
Does that
Yahweh.
line up?
It is. Right.
Okay, look also in chapter 6 and verse 20.
Preside over your word, Ruach.
Oh, he wants us to get it, but when you throw away, if you throw away this, then you can always say, well, it ain't so. But you can't throw away none of the book.
It don't stop
You
it
got
from
people
being
that throw
so.
away 2/3 of it,
Yeah.
then they can't get it either. They got
Right.
four pictures, right?
Right.
If you
Right.
buy a novel and you throw away 2/3 of it,
You can't get it.
you can't get it.
No.
Or you read 2/3 of it and then don't read the other, then I start talking about the other part. You can't
You ain't
comprehend it,
gonna
right?
get
it.
Because you didn't read it.
You ain't gonna get it.
Right.
All right. What we at?
Hebrews 6 and 20.
Yeah, 6 and 20. And read.
Whither the forerunner is for us entered, even Yahshua, made an high Kohen forever, after the order of Melchizedek.
Praise Yahweh.
This is no coincidence.
Nope.
7:1 says,
For this Melchizedek, Malach of Salem, priest of El Elyon, who met Abraham returning from the slaughter of Amalek, and barak him,
go ahead.
to whom also Abraham gave a 10th part of all, being first by interpretation Malach of Sadakah, and after that also Malach of Shalom, which is Malach of Shalom.
Praise Yahweh.
So, I mean, never was called Malach.
Never was.
Never will.
Never will be.
Okay. So it's letting us know that we got to get our head out of the sand and get into this book and know that Yahweh is for real. That he do have a son.
Yeah.
And we must believe that he has a son.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we don't believe that he has a son, we're in bad shape.
That's right.
Set yourself up to fail.
Yeah.
Right.
So you don't want to set yourself up to fail. So we read all those scriptures about the branch, and then it was about, I don't know how many more scriptures I had about the branch, but it's there, but it wasn't dealing with in the spiritual sense that we are dealing with about the branch. But it was more scriptures about the branch. It wasn't a branch how it's represented. It's talking about Yahshua being the branch.
That's
right.
Teach it for the
Yeah.
people to know.
Yep.
He's the vine, he's the branch.
Uh-huh.
You cut off from the branch, you cut off, right?
That's right.
We always use that scenario, that tree out there in the front. You cut a limb off that tree, it's dead.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's dead.
It may still have green leaves on it, but
For a while. Yeah.
it's still dead because it ain't got no life. It's
That's
life
right.
It's
right.
disconnected from
It's
the life
disconnected.
that's given source.
Right. Yeah.
So when you cut yourself off from Yahshua,
Yeah.
the Son of Yahweh,
Right.
you are dead
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Wow.
right. That's right.
or moot.
Yeah.
So if you want to be moot, separate yourself from the branch.
There you go. Stumble at that
From the
stumbling
vine.
stone. Yep.
And you will be. So, Yahweh said so. I figured I would go through this some more next week.
5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay, then we'll read a couple scriptures there. We got that many more minutes. We'll read some more scriptures. And probably they will open up our minds a little bit more. Look at Daniel chapter 12 and verse 9. Chapter 12 and verse 9. Chapter 12 and verse 9. And it reads,
And he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for Hadabar closed up and sealed till the time of the end.
till the time of the end. We're in there. We've been in
We
there
are.
now ever since Yahshua
That's right.
came.
That's right. Yeah.
So when you read Revelation, you see that the seal been opened.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it has.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So when you see what's going on and what's happening.
That's right.
Okay, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Read.
Many shall be purified and made white and tried. But Harashah shall do Rasha, and none of Harashah shall be, but Hakokma shall be.
Kokma shall
Praise
what?
Yahweh. That's
Understand.
Right. That's right.
So you have to know that.
I
If you don't know these things, you be sitting there thinking you're okay and you're not.
Yeah.
You need to know where you stand. If you're standing with David, David gonna be there, but you gonna get there.